New poll shows that Donald Trump, just having a little bit of fun, playing with some Hitler quotes, is not gonna hurt him in the election. You're probably not surprised by this, but take a look at these numbers. So NBC News, Des Moines Register, Mediacom asked people if you'd be more likely, less likely, or doesn't matter to vote for Donald Trump as a result of certain comments, like the radical left thugs that live like vermin need to be rooted out. More likely to vote for him, 43%, less likely, 23%. Literally dehumanizing language and vague, violent language against your political opponents. They love it. Immigrants who enter the US illegally are poisoning the blood of America. More likely, 42%, less likely, 28%. And by the way, the 28%, 29% also said it doesn't matter. Like, that is just as bad to me as most likely. The vast majority of respondents are like, yeah, no, he's quoting Hitler. I don't care. Yeah, they're poisoning our blood. They're a virus, effectively. They're a toxin in our system, not humans, not desperate humans fleeing violence and horrific economic conditions that can definitely be linked to American foreign policy over the last few decades. Doesn't matter. And even once you get past the rhetoric to the policy, when Trump says he'd authorize sweeping raids, giant camps, they used the word camps, and mass deportations, more likely to vote for him, 50%, less likely, 27%. Watch out there, everybody, because you are surrounded by some absolute monsters walking around. Mondale, what do you think about this?
I'm sad, John. I'm absolutely sad because we are obligated to believe these people for what they're saying. And what we're finding out is that Trump is more likely to get more white voters the more he say racist things. Because here's what he didn't say. When in that statement that they're coming from all over the world, he named almost every continent except for Europe. He said they're coming from Africa, they're coming from Asia, they're coming from Central and South America, right? He didn't say they're coming from Europe. You know why he didn't say that? Because his story falls apart when he talks about who he has a problem with. Great example. 4 of Donald Trump's 5 children are children of immigrants. First generation women in this country. Oh, by the way, Donald Trump is the child of a first immigrant woman in this country, but they're all from Europe, so Trump does not have a problem with that type of immigration. His current wife is a first generation immigrant. The idea of their poisoning our blood, the idea that he's telling people he didn't read Mein Kampf, but that's not what the story is. The story is you understand clearly what Hitler said in those speeches, and you are saying it damn near verbatim at times. And the fact that people are okay with this, or more likely, or not bothered that he's saying it, lets you know how close we are to running down a rabbit hole that's unfixable. And that's, to me, is frightening.
Yeah. Again, like with the election interference, they say a thing and that's not actually what they mean. They don't mean that they hate or fear immigrants. Certain immigrants are fine if the immigrants look like them. But if they're not, the immigrant bride that they brought into the country or something, or if they're not working for them and being really quiet about it, shut up and just work at Mar-a-Lago, then you become dirty by definition. Yeah, this is the state of the Republican Party. And I've been saying this for years. Like, we respond every time they say something crazy like this, the blood of the nation, or DeSantis saying we should just be gunning down migrants at the border. But like, the thing that really worries me is how sure I am that their base wants way more than this. Like, there is going to be a person who is not even going to apply the rhetorical breaks to the extent that Donald Trump is. Like, Donald Trump is referencing Hitler rhetoric. There's gonna be a candidate who is going to pull out Mein Kampf and read from it on stage. Green, like I said, Green is crazy, conspiratorial. She is going to look reasonable in comparison to the people that are gonna be running in the next few years. So everyone just watch out. I mean, in terms of like sheer conspiracism, like Ramaswamy goes beyond most of these people. And he's not doing well yet, but it's only gonna get worse from here. So everyone needs to watch out. For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/thedamagereport. And you can ring the bell
wherever it is so you don't miss anything.